There are so many things I want to say to you. One of which, I am proud of you. I can look in the mirror and say, I'm proud of you. You have gone to places that not many people would have dared to go, wouldn't even imagine to. So, I can tap my hand on my shoulder. And I know that when I look in my eyes, I have no shame. I'm not shameful, even of the things that I was ashamed in the past. Look back now, I'm not ashamed at all. Without having done those things, I would have never been here, the person that I am right now. So yes, I'm proud of you. How many of you can look in the mirror and say, I'm proud of you? What have you done to make yourself proud? I guess my main font, my main source of the fact that I can talk to myself right now and say to myself that I'm proud is because I decided to do the opposite of what everybody does. Having a 9-to-5 job, watching the news every day, hang out with the same people, doing the same thing every single day, which in the end amount to nothing. Working hard amounts to nothing if you have not put any intellect, if you don't work smart, your work is futile. You can work as hard as you want. There's people that make a lot of money that work every single day and they end up being physically ill because what they do is they work constantly work to make a lot of money. But what is the point of making a lot of money when you haven't got time to enjoy this money? You could help your family with this money, for sure you can, but your family probably doesn't really like you much because you never spend time with them. So how do you find the balance? First of all, how to find the balance is to be true to who you are, to follow your truth, your duty, your life purpose. Without life purpose, without finding out what your life purpose is, you will struggle your whole life. You can have the best job you want, but deeply you are unsatisfied. Look at some of the biggest millionaires, even billionaires. Sometimes they acquire money but they haven't followed their life purpose. They either got lucky or they've done something that wasn't aligned with who they are. So they feel still miserable. Money don't make them any happy. Because the way to make money, the way you are able to enjoy your money is if you acquire them by following your deepest purpose. When your actions are aligned with who you are and everything you've gained is from that, then there is no possibility to have any sort of misery, sort of unhappiness. You would literally be the happiest person in the world. Your aura would be the strongest thing people has ever even felt, not even seen. People can feel you from miles away, probably from meters away, without even having seen you. They feel this energy. And this is where true confidence stems from. True confidence, true strength, power is when you go after your duty, what you are meant to do in this life. God rewards the people who go after their natural instinct. and you work smart. Hard, possibly, but smart. Working out without being smart doesn't take you anywhere. So when you truly find your life purpose, you sort of effortlessly move forward in life, because it's nature, it's your nature. It's when you suppress your nature that it becomes so much effort. To suppress your nature, to have a shitty job that you dislike, to hang out with people you are not naturally vibing with you, but you just, because you don't want to feel lonely, you decided to spend time with them, making your soul feel tortured. You feel tortured deeply inside. So this is a lot of effort in your life. Effortless living is when you go after your life duty, your purpose. Even you might find for sure difficulties, but still, it's difficulties that you are enjoying to go through, because you know you have to do it. You know it's for your well-being. You cannot run away from difficulties, no matter what you decide which path you decide to take. But the biggest difficulty you can possibly go through is choose comfort. Comfort is not easy. Comfort is the most difficult thing, because you are in prison. You are imprisoned by your own limits, your own fear. You call that comfort to go back home on the couch watching a movie every single night after work. You have the same job because it's comfortable, because it's all you know, because you are afraid to take a risk. Yes, it's comfortable, but it's fucking difficult. How can you live like this? How can people live like this? To be slave of society, of the media, of the government. How can you be a slave? But first of all, you are a slave to yourself. And the problem, how you become a slave to yourself, is through society. Society is the first cause of every illness and misery you can possibly go through, because you hear constantly, you should do this, you should do that, why did you do this, you shouldn't have done that, why didn't you listen to me, why you keep making mistakes, why you keep failing, you may as well stop trying, stop it, just have a job, go make money, have a job, work hard. This, you hear all the time, you hear this shit, and then you start not to believe in yourself anymore. How can you possibly believe in yourself when everybody doubts you? When your closest circle, your own family, the people you call friends, they all doubt you. They all say that you are not good. The biggest problem is when people say you should do this and you shouldn't have done that. That's the biggest problem. That's when the first doubts start to come in your mind. And those little seeds, those little words, they amplify over the years. They become a fucking avalanche of doubts, of opinions that are stuck in deeply within you. And your subconscious is, you can consciously say to yourself I'm good, but in your subconscious that's the problem. You have to go deeply inside to get rid of all these doubts. So the thing is, once you are in society and once you find out that you hate it, that you truly want to make a change and you want to be good and you want to find your purpose, is the moment you need to step out of it. You need to get the fuck out of society. How do you get out of society? It's probably the biggest step of your life, the hardest. And what do you do? What I personally did is I went to attend the Vipassana meditation center, meditation course, and that changed my life, because I was able to go deeply within without distractions, no phone, no talking, no looking at people, not reading, not writing, not watching anything. And immediately, almost, your brain has to find something to pay attention to. And what does the brain do when he realizes there's no distractions available? He gets distracted by the thoughts, your own thoughts. It plays a movie in your head. Like, you keep having thoughts and thoughts, but eventually those thoughts come to cease, and then you are able to go deep in and see what's in there. You feel what is there, and you realize and you feel pain. You actually feel physical pain. I felt pain in my body to go so deep, and it's not what you acquire from going so deep. It's what you lose. You lose doubt, you lose fear, you lose anxiety, you lose all sort of limiting beliefs. You get back to be who you are, who you were. And slowly you can take back your own life, and that's how you find your life purpose, by getting out of society and take time for yourself only. The only time you are allowed to be selfish in life is when you are self-improving, when your aim is to self-improve. So God at times make a man lonely, alone, when he truly wants to make him great. But most people do not really believe in the power of God, so they never come across this thing. They never really come across the fact that they need to be alone eventually. Most people are afraid to be alone. But to be alone is one of the most beautiful words in the world, because it's all one. If you truly think, the word alone means all one, which means you are connected to everything. Everything is one. You are all in one, all in everything. Alone is the most beautiful word. And when you truly feel it, you need to experience it. I could tell you 10,000 times about how beautiful it is to finally take charge of your own life, but until you do it for yourself, until you experience with your own whole, you will never understand. You can read, write, listen. You cannot understand the power behind. Experience is everything. Experience is everything. So my advice to you is new chapter. Wherever you are right now, and you deeply, deeply want to make a change, do it. Do it. What are you waiting for? There is no tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. All that ever exists right now is this exact moment. The minute you say tomorrow, 10 years go past. And again you say tomorrow. There is no tomorrow. Like the famous Apollo Creed in Rocky 3 or 4. There is no tomorrow. Go after what your body tells you, what your heart tells you. You know that deep feeling you have within you when you come back home from work? That feeling of being chained. Listen to that feeling. That's the feeling that you are imprisoned by yourself, your own self. Listen to your body. to your heart, to what it's telling you. That's the first step. If you don't listen to yourself, then you will never be able to make even the slightest change. I deeply want you to, I deeply want everybody who have limits, self-imposed limits, to break free from this, because the world needs more powerful men, and nowadays the world is full of weak men. But it's because of society. You don't realize it's because of society, not because of yourself. You're strong from the beginning. Everybody's strong. You become weak because of the limiting beliefs they brainwash you with, the negativity from the news. Men abuse women. You have this feeling that you are as automatically as you are a man, you are a piece of shit. You have constantly this every day. If you watch the news, if you read the news, if you watch people, if you listen to people talking, blind people in the city, in society, get out. Get out and claim your life.